Now on to our top story, a different take on this. Joining us from New York, Democratic strategist Tara Dowell and conservative columnist Andrea Tantaros. Most recent Gallup poll just broke, just crossed the wires. President Obama has fallen to yet another new low in the Gallup approval rating. He's now at only 50% approval, down a few more points, 47% disapprove. Now, how is this going to somehow revive Obamacare when the people have actually looked at what's in the bill and have resoundingly rejected it? How is Ted Kennedy's funeral in the memory of Ted Kennedy supposed to save a bill that the president himself is unable to save?
Well, this is not about using Ted Kennedy's death to pass this bill. This is about continuing his legacy. This is a man that referred to health care reform as the cause of his life. This is someone who has been, since the 1970s, has been fighting for this issue. So celebrating his legacy by naming the bill after him is a tribute to him. It's not being done in any kind of exploitative way. Furthermore,
Tara,
there's still
have you listened to some of the commentary? Have you listened to some of the things that have been said on some of the other cable news programs about how Barack Obama is the last brother remaining? You know, one of our friends on another cable network said that the other morning. I was like, what did I just hear from you?
At workers, I'm talking about our elected officials. I mean, they're the ones that
Nancy Pelosi, right after Ted Kennedy died, made an impassioned plea to again get this bill passed to honor Ted Kennedy.
Well,
she said Ted Kennedy's dream of quality health care for all Americans will be made real this year because of his leadership and his inspiration. You're saying she's not using Ted Kennedy to try to push through a bill that has been rejected poll after poll?
You can't use some person would want. This is what Ted Kennedy would want. This is what he has spent his life fighting for.
Yes,
so you're not exploiting someone who wants you to continue his legacy.
Laura,
Americans who do support this bill. I just spoke with someone whose multiple sclerosis medicine costs $4,000 a month. One of her biggest fears is if she loses her job, what is she going to do?
And
this is about helping everybody. This presupposes that we'll all have a job tomorrow.
I understand.
To answer that question, the notion that this doesn't help everyone is false, because any of us are vulnerable. Unless you're Warren Buffett, you're vulnerable. We're in very difficult financial times. So to have more affordable health care coverage, if you lose your job, like the 575 people a day in Georgia, if that happens, this presupposes that we're all going to be okay. High, and many Americans don't realize their salaries are lower because their employers are actually taking the money to go towards health care rather than putting it towards their salaries.
We don't want to get into just a debate about health care here, but what I think